Hey folks, we're going live. Not sure how we already have 5 people watching, but we do. Got one more lap on the Zamboni here for the second game with the Team Colorado 19s taking on Windy City. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear and see okay. We are looking through some netting, but I've changed the internet, so hopefully we'll get a clearer picture. I definitely think this is the right rink. Seems to be the right timing. I just haven't seen any coaches or players yet, which always worries me, but we'll give it a shot. Dropped down to 3 people. So I wonder how those 5 people were there when I started this feed. That's very strange. Probably bots. 1 lap to go, and then hopefully we'll see some players and ensure we're looking at the right rink here. Through the power of Live Barn and YouTube, I do see some players coming out, and that's coaches and a player. As you saw, this camera's very far away, so I'll be squinting to see who this is out there, but that's all we get. Yeah, there's a bunch of players coming out now. It could be us in dark. I know they, if this is the same Windy City from Chicago, they're purple. That does not look purple to me. That looks navy. And we were navy this morning. Maybe we're navy again. Yeah, that's too far away for me to tell what's going on there. I see 1 thumbs up, so that means probably you guys can hear me. Hoping that it's coming in a little clearer. We've increased the speed of our uploading. So it should be as clear as I can see it, which is pretty good, although I really don't love that black netting which they've got up at this rink. Fancy rink again. This one's called the NHL rink with all the St. Louis Blues and insignias. I'm assuming this could be a practice facility, also used by the Blues, similar to our setup and family at our rink in Colorado, but not nearly as nice. Yeah, I think that's Colorado on the bench on the left in the Blues. Haven't seen the other team yet. So we'll wait for things to get going in the second game of the day. Bit tiring for everybody, but as many of you know, teenagers tend to perk up at night. We'll see. So Grandma, Grandpa, settle in, but don't fall asleep. Oh, you know what? That looks more like the TCs. I think we are wearing white. That looks like a TC logo to me. Man, that's tricky to see, but those stripes look familiar. 72, that's WA, so that is us. Colorado is in white. So I think we're just waiting for the officials to get set up, and we'll be ready to go here. Second game of the day. Had a 3-1 loss this morning to St. Louis. St. Louis had a couple of very quick defenders who jumped into the play and got a couple of goals, but pretty strong third period. Not a great start after all the travel and such, but it seems like the Team Colorado team perked up for period 3, won that period with a goal. So we've got pucks, we've got players, we've got sticks, and here we go, folks. 3-minute warm-up, and we'll get this thing going pretty soon. Looks like I'll be able to see some numbers, which is helpful. I think we're still, looks like we got everybody out there. Just missing 2 players again. We'll be down Charlie Hood and Emma Doyle, not on the trip. But I think I see everybody else out there, which is a good sign. There's 77, Hussey. Stick handling away. I'm assuming this will be Wah in net to start. They typically alternate. She'll begin her warm-up right there at the bottom of your screen, number 72. Sydney Wall. Yeah, with this monotone live barn camera, you can't tell that the other team, I think, is purple. As I get a little closer, I do see a shade of purple. But we'll call it darks for now. I heard from Coach Tatum that this facility also includes an NCAA D1 team. Linwood, I think I saw, which explains some of the fanciness, but that's the name of this one, NHL rank. Not sure if that means there's actual NHL practices here or not. Could be, looks nice. So Friday night hockey, ready to go. Work week's over, everybody. Grab yourself your favorite beverage. We're drinking Corona here in the home office. All right, things should be getting ready to go here. We heard that the hotel food was not that great yesterday, so I think our crack management team, Holly Baylog, on the spot, made some changes up so our picky girls could eat. Part of the whole thing about being a travel player is sleep and eating, all the basic stuff, but it's important. I heard one of the NHL guys say he's not a professional hockey player, he's a professional traveler. There's something to that. Knowing how to keep a schedule while everything is changing around you is a big deal. Well, Holly's looking for a penalty box volunteer, so otherwise she's putting her 82-year-old mom in the penalty box. I'm not sure other parents are there, but if you're able to contact one of your family members to go stand in the penalty box, please do. It's a little colder, but it's one of the better views in the game. So we'll get things going shortly here. Looks like an army over at Windy City. This is a Chicago-based team. If it is the same Windy City, we played them earlier in the year in September. Had a full roster except Kiki Chan at that time. We beat them 5-2. Both Finley Sherman and Lena Kelly had a couple of goals. So let's hope we can keep that good vibe going. We are down a few players, one extra player more at this time, but let's see how it goes. Looks like we've got our loyal 15 already on. So again, thank you for your $1,000 donations. We really appreciate that. I'm just joking. Labor of love. Well, let's see if we can get things going. I'm not sure there's been any changes to the lines. It was Gwen last time on her line, newly formed line. We'll see. Maybe they'll change it up. I didn't get any indicators from the coaches. Yeah, it's a bit far away, so I'll call out the numbers and try to let you know who's who. It's far away from me too, but if I zoom in, we're gonna miss more. It's just the camera's way back on this rink. Okay, I see 72. Yep, it is Waugh in net, 72. She's heading to the crease. And here comes the starters. Wow, I'm gonna need my glasses to see this, but looks like it is Gwen Ashak with Kiki Chan. Not sure who the far side is. I think that's Baylog. It's actually right. It's Nadello, number 19, taking that face off. And it is still in center ice. Finally, Team Colorado comes up with it, pulls it back. They bang at it, and Brooke Baylog, 27, has it going cross ice off the boards. Swept through the middle, not sure who had that, and here comes the Windy City. They dump it down. That's Alex, or sorry, it's Anna Caton, 23. I think I called her Alexa half the game last time. Oh, there's a puck right in front. Player's got in the slot, tries to leave it and slapped away. Still on the stick of the Windy City player, comes through the slot. They go D to D. Oh, nice block there. Not sure who that is, but TC player taking it up the wing. It's 2-on-1. Oh, pass across for Nadello. The player peeled off. And there's a shot, and that was a save. And the goalie had to make a little move to the right there. It's our goalie's left. On good shot by Nadello. First shot of the game. St. Louis now. I'm sorry. Windy City had it. Nice little handoff there to Sherman. And that was from Marciello. And it is Gwen Ashak in the center there. 77 Hussies on the point. Not sure that far point is who just pinched in, but here comes Windy City. They cross the blue line. Hussey goes to challenge, goes off her skate, and she intercepted it. Sherman down low, leaves it back off for Hussey. Hussey shakes the pressure, looking for Sherman. Sherman on the point, going for that cross-ice pass, looking for Marciello. Too far ahead, it comes right back in. I think that is, not sure which defender that is on the far side, sends it around. Sherman trying to get to it. She does. Leaves it off for Ashak, who tries to get around the player, but it's turned right back in from center ice. Live Barn having trouble figuring out where the puck is, and we're getting a bit of a disturbed look, but it looks like it cleared. Still in our own zone. Now there's an opportunity to get it out of the zone. Bit of a fuzzy picture sent across from Ashak to Jakuba now, who's on the ice. Looks like the lines are staying the same. That's Hussey who dug it off the boards and dumped it in, and Lena Kelly will go in on the forecheck. Followed up by Jakuba, and I'm assuming Akers out there as well. Looks like Kelly has it now on her stick. She throws it towards the net. Oh, and that was redirected, but the last second by Jakuba. It's now still in the offensive zone, goes to the far side. That's Riedlinger, 45, who shoveled it forward. I think that's Jakuba, 5, behind the net. Now, that is Aker who came up with it. Tries to dangle everybody, getting position. She's got to be careful. She got checked from behind. Took a little too long. Nice takeaway by Riedlinger. On net, a couple of whacks at it, and it bounces free. A good play there by Riedlinger, and I think that was Jakuba or Kelly in front of the net whacking at it, trying to get that rebound. Number 8, number 5. Pretty hard to tell them apart at this distance. That's Kelly, who made a little nifty play. Gets over to Aker. She's checked. Jakuba follows up. That'll leave it for the defender, 45, Riedlinger, and she pokes it forward. Kelly picks it up just over center and regroups, so as folks are changing. Kelly with it.
That's not Kelly anymore.
That's Kelly with it.
Oh.
And she passes across looking for the stick, and it was shoveled forward by, that is St. John Pupin. It's on the stick of Baylog. Shot is blocked, but it goes up in the air and into the mitt of the goalie. So we've got 3 shots to 0 in favor of Team Colorado in white. So we've got 20 people now on a Friday night. Your Team Colorado 14 girls. That is Kiki Chan, Elma Nodello, and I still can't see who's on the rest of that other winger. I should be able to figure that out. Faceoff was won by TC, but now they're regrouping. That's Nadello, throws it to the corner. And now thrown out by Windy City. That's, I think, just by size. I'm guessing that's Anna Caton. Well, the goaltender, Waugh, pushed it forward, but right to the Windy City team. Now it's in front of the crease. It goes off of a stick as St. John Pupin tries to get it out. A little bit of pokey poke kind of hockey back here. It comes to the line, not out. Oh, I guess it was out. It was Chan kind of pushed it off. So it is Chan, St. John Pupin, and Nadello. That's the line. And they're heading off for a change. So it's going to be at the blue line. It looks like that is Ashak on the dot, Sherman and Marciello on the draw, won cleanly by Gwen. D to D pass there from Hussey across, and now it's up through center. Windy City defends well, and now Sherman's pinned in the corner. Hussey coming in to help. So is Ashak, and it's right in front of the penalty boxes. Sorry about that. We're knocking our camera around. Gwen has the blue line, leaves it off for nice little move there last second by Marciello, but taken away. She tried to make some room. There's a bit of a scrum right at center ice. Marcielo's in there. Gwen's in there. Now Sherman's watching it. Out pass is picked up by Hussey. Good read, 77. Past Sherman and all the way down. We got to be careful here. It could be 2-on-1 as Hussey had pinched. There's no other coverage yet. But looks like Riedlinger pushed it. That's Clark who pushed it to the corner. It's right to the middle now and scampering for it. Ponytail flying. I think that's Marciello. It is. She cuts the outside. Has a line and that shot goes off the goalie's shoulder. As at the end of that long shift, Marciello got a lane up the right-hand side. So that's going to bring out, it looks like Jakuba, Aker, and Kelly. It is Baker on D, 44, closest to us. Not sure who the other D is. Probably Baylog. Kelly wins it to the side. Jakuba crosses over and picks it up. She tried to get it to the D, but fanned on. Now Kelly has it again. Kelly swarmed. Jakuba comes out of there. Not sure where the puck has gone. There it is. Nice out pass by Aker in front, looking for Kelly. Kelly swatted at it, but it was taken away. Windy City out to the middle. It's a 2-on-1 now. All the way down. Oh, weak shot covered by Sidney Waugh. That's the first shot of the game for Windy City. Shots are 4-1. Aker made a nice little backhand dish from the below the goal line and was looking for that post, and Kelly swatted at it, but I think the defender intercepted. That crew is staying out there, so I see Kelly, number 8, going to take the shot. Again, it'll be Jakuba and Aker. Not sure who the D are. I don't think they changed. Win there by Windy City, and the shot was blocked. Somebody's going to have a bruise tomorrow. Regroup by Windy City. Picked up at center ice by, I think that's Kelly. She's fighting for it. No, that, yeah, it was Kelly fighting for it. Now it comes back to Caton, 23. To the middle, but gets through Aker's feet. Now it's picked up last second. That is way offside. Anna Caton jumped right in on it. So we're going to change here. It's still 0-0 in the first period. Looks like a scoreboard. I can't tell how much time that is. Nadello, Chan, and St. John Pupin. Nadello on the draw. It is won by Windy City. They come up the left-hand boards, chip it forward, and Brooke Baylog behind the net gets there first. She's challenged though. Centering pass goes up. Ooh, shot was missed, or Rose St. John Pupin got a stick on it last second. Now it's behind the net. Baylog looking for St. John Pupin. Rose pass in the middle. Nice little pass to Nadello, and Nadello tried to get through the feet of the defender. And it looks like they're offside. Everyone tags up. Live Barn is failing us a little bit. Now we're back on. It's all the way down. That could be right on net. It's going to be a long shot from center ice. TC, nice up the dots with a lot of speed. That's what was missing in the earlier game. Here comes Hussey. That's how we get it out of the zone, folks. Hussey, 77, tried to send it toward the net. It was blocked away at the last second. Kept in at the line briefly. Now it's out. And Hussey has to go back for it. Wow will, again, send it out to the right wing. And it's picked up there. That looks like Marciello. It is Sherman to the middle. Nice little dish to Gwen Ashak. 11 uses the defender. Sakic like shoots it through the defender's legs. Gets a good shot on goal. That was a nice out. So I've already seen 2 more neutral zone breakouts than I saw this morning. It's a good sign. I think that crew is going to stay on there. Clark and Hussey are on D. It's Marciello, Sherman, and taking the face-off is Gwen Ashak. It is pushed forward by Ashak, and they're still fighting. I think she pushed that forward and was looking to get it to the net, but it's taken away all the way down. Hussey with it. Hussey turns off into the pressure, forces through it, but it's behind the net. It's picked up by Chicago. Sherman gets a stick on it to disrupt that play. Now Clark back in. Around the horn. Shot is way wide. Goes to the far side. On the stick of the TC player. Nifty little zip around move by Hussey, but she lost the handle, and it's thrown through the crease into the far side. Clark in after it. Play runs into her own player. Oh, and there's a collision right in the high slot. and that was Ashak who ran into the Chicago player. Hussey's still battling. We're hemmed in here, cannot get it out of the zone. And finally, I think Aurora Hussey throws it over the glass or into the bench to get a whistle. Still 0-0. That looks like Kelly coming out. And she'll have Aker and Jakuba. Jakuba, the scuba. Love it. I can't tell who that, I think it's Baker 44, it is on D in front of that. Lena Kelly lost it, it's shoveled into the corner. And it's picked up there by Windy City first. They have it behind the net. Riedlinger, I think, poked at it, comes to the point. Jakuba challenges it. It does get through, and Sydney Waugh is forced to make a save. Shoveled out by Leah Baker and chipped past the blue line and down by Jakuba, and she's on her horse. So is Kelly. It's intercepted there at the last second as Aker picked it up, but it was out of the blue line. That's a smart play by Lindsay. Both of her forwards were caught, and she was the F3. And don't want to have a neutral zone turnover right there. So just take the face off. Oh, they're going to go all the way down. Well, that's not cool. But probably the right call is Lindsay knew her teammates were deep and skated it over the blue line anyway. It is Riedlinger and Baker, 44 and 45. Kelly, Jakuba, and Aker on the face-off. Okay, they are changing a player for some reason. Maybe there's an equipment problem. Typically that means the strap or something's off on a helmet. So we'll get a new right wing for the Windy City team. The Storm, as they're known. Lena lift the stick, but it's won by Windy City. That shot is more of a dump in. It's way into the corner, and TC picks it up. You can hear someone yelling for it. Oh, it was intercepted. Goes back in. That's Riedlinger. She's gathering it. Goes off the boards. It's left there. Jakuba, a little backhander pass for Kelly. That was nice. Kelly, she leaves it forward. What a pass. And Baker's in all alone. Baker with the move. And the backhand, and it's in. And there you go, folks. 1-0. What a move and what a breakout. That is Aker from Kelly and Jakuba. And that actually started before that with nice play by Riedlinger to get that puck chipped off the boards. And we've got our first lead of the tournament with Lindsay Aker making a little backhand dish in the crease after a wonderful pass from Lena Kelly, and really nifty in our own zone for Jakuba smartly to leave it off for Kelly. Face-off is picked up here by Chicago, and they drive it in. TC has it now. And they're through center. And there's a whistle, and I don't know why. Could be a penalty. He is approaching the box. Someone is getting a hooking penalty. And it looks like it is on the Windy City. So we're going on the power play here. Late in the first period. 1-0 Team Colorado in white. We are up to 22. That's $22,000 of donations. That's fantastic. Here we go. Kelly's on the dot on the left-hand side. She and Marciello trade off, depending on which side of the ice they're on. Let's see if she can win it cleanly back. She does. Clean. In fact, it was so hard. Oh, good play there by Caton to keep it in. Nice cross ice. Looking for Marciello. Too hot to handle, and Caton has to use her body. Keeps it in, though, on a backhand. Marciello sets it up on left-hand hash marks. Marciello looking. Goes low. Finds, I'm assuming that's Kelly low. Kelly dishes in front. Looking for that. The tip finds it, and it just goes wide. Comes to the line and sneaks out. A little bit of pressure on the blue paint there. Girls working around through the neutral zone. Ooh, that pass I think got tipped off, and it's going to be picked up by the streaking Anna Caton, 23. On the tape, and hard shot by Aker, and that was a save. Nice little play there. Get it in, pull up, and get it to the incoming support. Far side. I think that's Sherman. That's on her stick. She's looking for the pass up high to Caton, but it was tipped away. This is Marciello. Marciello. High slot. Long shot. Hits a stick. Knocked down. Marciello again. She dishes off to Anna Caton. Anna gets it. It's blocked. So 2 blocks already. Can't get it through. There's about 17 seconds left on the PK for Chicago. There's a shot low, deflected away from Lila. She has it again. Kelly, they're same dish pass, looking for a tip from Aker in front, just goes wide. And it's all the way down. So regathered there. Oh, it's right in front, and Sydney Waugh has to make a save. I'm not sure how that developed. I was tapped away on the stats pad, but big save. And we'll get a new crew. 1-0 still. Shots are 8-4. That's Nadella congratulating Sid on making that stop. It's going to be Chan and St. John Pupin. Face-off is won by Chicago, and they send it through. It's way wide. They come out with it, though. It's in the slot. Little stick lift there. That was a nice stick lift by Aurora Hussey. It's behind the net, and they try to jam at it. And whoa! And there's, I think Clark just hit the player in the back of the head. She'll probably get a penalty. It was a light tap, but the player's feet were caught up in the netting. But she did jam right on Sid's glove as they were looking for that shot on the side of the post. I don't think we're going to get a call. Maybe it just looked bad. Ava Clark is not the back of the head kind of lady. Unlike her father, who definitely is smack in the back of the head kind of lady. Aurora Hussey picks up that face-off win by Nadella. But behind the net, though, they're trying to get it to the far board. St. John Pupin tried to chip it around, but big pinch there now in support. I think that's Hussey in support. It is. It's dug out by, I think, Nadella, but it's taken away. They're thrown forward. No, that was it. No, St. John Pupin still working. It's Hussey down in the corner. She chips it off the boards. Oh, boy, she had St. John Pupin streaking there. And now it's finally out of the zone and maybe up into the, oh, there's an arm up. There is a tripping. No, there is a interference, elbowing, boarding. I don't know. I couldn't tell. They're facing the wrong way, but we're going on the power play for the second time. Had a couple of nice 3 blocks and a couple of dishes from Lena Kelly right through the blue paint, looking for Akers. So maybe there's a bit of a set play going there, but had more action on this power play unit. This will be the next group. It's going to be Gwen, Ashak, I think it's Jakuba, Clark. Not sure on the far side it is. Face-off is won by Chicago. Sent around. Clark sends it back in. Picked up by Jakuba. Down low. No, backhand. Was looking for the quick play, but goes right to the Chicago player. They send it down. That's 27, Brooke Baylog. Baylog behind her own net. Looking for the out pass. Goes off a stick. Jakuba, I think, has it now. She just dumps to the middle, looking for some support, but Windy City gets there first. Brooke will try again. Brooke goes to the middle, was looking for Ashak. That went past everyone, and I think that's an icing. It is. With, can't tell, maybe less than a minute left in the first period here. 1-0 TC, 24 viewers. Man, we're Friday night, everybody's watching. That is Sherman with, actually that's Kelly out there. They're mixing up the lines here. Kelly wins it straight back to Sherman. She goes behind her own net looking for an out pass. Maybe there's not that much. Oh, looks like it's 3:21 on the clock. This is the power play, trying to get the breakout. They're having trouble with it again. Marciello now. She's got 2 players on her. She falls, backhands it out, finds Kelly. She's had enough. She's going to take it up on her own. She sends it forward, finds, I think that's Aker with it. It is. Aker dances around to the outside. She still has it on her stick, looking for a pass to Sherman. There's a shot, and Kelly scoops out of the backhand, and the goalie makes a save. I think Sherman hit the side of the net, and Kelly got that rebound. It was a little bit of a backhander, but the goalie was in the right spot. So it is 25 seconds left with just under 3 minutes to go here. It's probably Marciello taking his face on the far side. She gets it clean. Caton's got it. Caton back to the middle. Oh. And that is Kelly dancing with it. She leaves it off for, I think that's Caton. No, it's not. Caton's at the high point, and she's got it now. Caton at center. Goes across. Everyone's out of the zone, brought in by Marciello. That was real close to an offside. Right in the middle. Found Caton. She's got a lane. Shot right in front. Bounces off. Good opportunity there. They still have it on the side. Now it's taken away by the Storm, and they send it to the middle. It's picked up. It's a 2-on-1 if we don't get back on our horse. Cross, and it's over there looking for that play, and it was there. That was just at the last second disrupted by the TC player rushing back. Now it comes to the slot. The TC, that was a forward who came back on it. That was actually Nadella who made that defensive play. Now it comes all the way out. Caton has it. She's been out there for an eternity. Ooh, she leaves it off to her partner. It was way too deep for Riedlinger. She goes back to pick it up. Riedlinger goes off the boards. That was too hard. These two are not connecting tape to tape here. Now Caton will have it again. Looking for the wing. Nice little dish there by Sangjeon Pupin, but it's kept into the line. Now it's picked up. Oh, there's an opportunity here if everyone can get on their horse. Far side's open. Kiki Chan was wide open. Didn't get to her. Now she looks for, oh, and Kiki deflected it just wide. Close opportunity there. It's on the far boards. I'm assuming that's, could be Kiki Chan, could be Nadella. I got 14 and 19, which looks identical. We got to talk to the coaches about this. Numbers are too similar. Lexi leaves it off to the left wing. Ran out of room, though. That was actually Gwen Ashak. Got in the ref's feet, but dumped in by this Windy City, and TC will have it. Nice push forward there by Gwen Ashak. That's Jakuba with it. Jakuba round the D, throws it on net, save. She puts, looking for that centering pass, goes off the side of the net. Jakuba trying to make something happen. It's down low, and Jakuba's after it. She's gonna be tied up in the corner. Ashak cuts in and pushes it back behind the net, but now the Windy City Storm have it. 35 seconds left in the first period. That is, I think, Kelly out there. And here comes Storm, and they have a break. Someone's got to get back. This player's taking it down the right and puts it in front, and whoa, a little scoop of the glove, and Sid Waugh covers. That was nice. Flash to the leather. That's a very Waugh thing to do, by the way. She's keeping the name alive. So I see Aker, Jakuba. It's probably Kelly. It's probably 20 seconds left here, or 17. There's actually a clock. Kelly gets some help from Aker and wins that. She's going to take it up the ice. There's enough time to make something happen. 5 seconds left in the period. Aker got to stick on it, and it is bouncing. Kelly comes in, lifts the stick forward. Oh, was looking for Jakuba. It went under everybody and out, and that'll do it for the first period. So 1-0 for Team Colorado. Shots were 11-6. And it looks like we're going to go right back into the second period. We'll get a scrape after the second. We should probably do a sponsor. Tonight's game is brought to you by Corona. Corona beer. Actually, sorry, Corona Light. Corona Light. The beer for you on Friday night. I'm not going to get any awards for writing ad copy. Yeah, Madman. That would have been a good job. I'd be good at the drinking part of that job. Okay, well, coaches are warming up their motivational speeches, as they are. Let's just say that hockey coaches are not known for their charm when it comes to these type of moments. It's all business on the bench. But I think the coaches should be pleased with how things went. The girls had some sustained time in both power plays. Didn't convert, but at least 2 good opportunities, maybe 3. And with a nifty little zip up from our own defensive zone through the neutral zone and a move at the net, Lindsay Aker makes it a 1-0 game. Right, and actually I can now see that team is wearing purple. Okay, long break. Let's get things going. Refs, people got to get up in the morning. Okay. Sydney Waz heading back to the crease. Coming out for the draw. Let's see who we have. It's Marciello and Sherman on the wings. So I'm assuming that's going to be Ashak in the middle, number 11. And I think that's Clark on the D closest to us with Aurora Hussey. Face-off is picked up by the Storm. They get it deep. Clark in, backhands it and runs through the player on the follow-through. It's kept in, though, on the boards. Sherman was battling for it. She now has it on her stick. She's looking for a nice, good job not just dumping it to the middle. She's looking for a tape-to-tape pass, but Clark has to regroup. She's behind the net. Now around to Sherman, a little too hot to handle. It comes back in off the D. To the line, kept in. And a bad angle shot, though. It may have missed the net. This is Marcielo's turn to jam away at it. Finally, it comes to the D, throws it towards the net, but that's blocked by, I think that's Brooke Baylog, 27. Unable to get out of the zone again. Just hemmed in here. Shot is dumped into the corner. Clark there, she chips it up. Marcielo has it. Oh, hops her stick, though. The D gets it. That was blocked by Gwen Ashak. And they scrum in the corner to the slot, chipped out there by the D. That's actually Hussey, and it's in after a minute in our own zone. That goes in on a bit of a blooper shot, but I think everybody was tired after sustained time in our own zone, maybe more than a minute. And I think that was Hussey just based on that move. She's very distinct when she goes down with one leg to block a shot, but it did not work there, and we have ourselves a tie game 1-1. So not the first shift that we were looking for. And that'll bring out Jakuba, Kelly, and Aker with Lindsay Riedlinger and probably Baker. Aker and Baker, face-off win, as usual per Kelly. But it's dumped in for some reason. We lost control. It goes right in front. That's loose puck, and Waugh has to grab it. I don't know what happened there. Leah Baker had it on the side of the net briefly, and all of a sudden it's in the blue paint, and then it's up in the air. So good thing Sid Waz had her Wheaties this morning, and she was sharp to make that play. Kelly, defensive zone faceoff, wins it clean back. She's got the number here of the centers for Windy City. She's won every one of them, I think. Maybe all but one. Baker throwing it across for Riedlinger. It's too far. Picked up. That's Kelly with it now. Kelly looking for the out. She finds Aker with it. Lindsay Aker at the blue line. Everyone's on side. Aker pulled down, goes to the net. No call. Everyone's down, but goalie swept it to the side. It's picked up out. There's Riedlinger looking for a deflection, I think. Went far side. It's now behind the net. That is Aker trying to get onto it. It's cut off there by Jakuba, number 5. Not sure where the puck is. Riedlinger using her body to protect. Nicely done. Still has it. Does a pirouette. Kelly's looking from the defensive side of the puck. Now Jakuba will try battling. Kelly comes in under the player and keeps it in. It's all the way down to the far side. Lindsay Aker's going to get there. Windy City player gets it through, though. It's kept in by Leah Baker. Stay with me, folks. All the names rhyme on this team. Jakuba, Scuba, dice pass to Aker. Comes out, wrap shot in the chest. Off the bench. Someone's off the bench going right to the middle and looking for Jakuba, but the goalie covers. Nice little play there by Lindsay Aker to come from behind the net and not just jam the post, but actually came right up to the top of the crease. But goalie made a save. So good pressure by that line. They'll bring out St. John Pupin with Nadello and Chan. St. John Pupin and Chan are both in front of the net. Nadello's taking the draw. It's Caton. And I don't know who the far D is. Clean win, but Windy City's on it quick. We threw it towards the net. I think it just missed. Bounces around in the neutral zone. St. John Pupin tried to get a stick on it, but the Storm dump it in. Caton going back for it. Shovels it backhand to her partner. It's probably Baylog. It's loose to the side of the net and bouncing around. Swarm of players. That does look like Baylog's stick handling. And it's on her stick. She's going to go off the boards, and the winger is going to shovel it all the way down. That was Chan. I think it could be an icing. Yep. But good play to get it out of the zone. A bit of a discombobulation down to the left of the goalie there. Looks like there's 12:40 something left here in the, these might be longer than 15-minute periods. In the second period, it's a 1-1 tie. Face-off is won, and it's blocked down by Windy City, and here comes TC with it. It's going across for Marciello, and there's a shot that's deflected away. And now here comes Windy City with it. They gain the red line, dump it in, go for a change. Actually, they dumped it into their own bench. So we will get a face-off at center ice. So same crew is going to stay out there. That's Gwen Ashak and Sherman Marciello. These are, I think that's Baker and Riedlinger. Face-off sits there, but picked up by Windy City. She takes it around. And it is far side on the boards. It's Sherman looking for, I think Marciello came across. Well, that was Gwen Ashak. But it's taken away. And ooh, that should be a tripping call, and it is. And I think Hussey's going to go. TC just has to touch this for the whistle. And there are a pile of players there. So we're going to get our first penalty kill here, as I believe that is going to be Hussey going to the box. Oh, maybe not. Maybe, I'm not sure we're gonna get a look at this. Yeah, I think that's 77, so that was what I thought I saw. So PK is going on. I'm assuming it's gonna be number 8 taking this face off. Yep, it is Kelly. This time she loses it. It goes straight to the point, and there's a shot that's blocked. And TC comes out with it. This is, I think that's Kelly. Oh, looking for the crossing pass. Was looking for, I think, Sangjong Pupa, and just missed everybody. Here comes TC. Good challenge there as Caton stepped up, took away the gap, and shovels it out. It comes back in, but that should be offside, and it is. Kelly looking for that backhand stretch pass as Sangjong Pupa was driving the net, shorthanded. It does look like Keaton and, yeah, that is Sangjong Pupin on the left wing. Kelly on the face-off draw. This time it sits there. She's pushing the player back, trying to get it out of her feet. Still in everyone's feet, and Keaton comes out with it. Nicely done, but she lost it, and Windy City's able to put it behind the net. TC, I think Riedlinger coming in heavy, takes the player out. No, Kelly's pushing on somebody. No, that's not, that's Sangjong Pupin. It's in front of the net, and Keaton has it. There's a save by Waugh, and Caden did a nice job of tying up the player in front of the net. Long shot misses the net. It's on the far boards. I think that's Lena trying to kill time, but it is. And now it squirts out. It's high slot opportunity, clear lane, and again flashing the leather. Patrick Waugh. No, I'm sorry. That's Sydney Waugh. I have only one fan here in the audience, and the jokes are not going over as well. Down to 19, we lost 5 people over that joke. Okay, there's about 21 seconds left in the PK here. Oh, but I think Gwen got to that puck, but it went off her stick, and Windy City came up with it. Long shot, pinballs around. That was blocked. Windy City has it, and it's on the side of the net, and now another save. And that does not do it. There's 6 seconds left in the penalty to Aurora Hussey. They might have called that penalty on personality. Sometimes you just look at the ref the wrong way. I think this is Gwen again on the PK dot. And it pops. Oh, it was a quick shot. Just missed. My goodness, that was a nice looking play. It's all the way out, though. That should do it for the penalty. Losing our feed here. And that is Hussey out of the box. And oh, boy, we maybe have another penalty because, yep, we do. We've touched the puck. And or maybe there's a, oh, the door, it looks open from the penalty box. Uh-oh. We didn't have a parent in the box, so the door wasn't closed, so they blew it down. Well, parents, that's on you guys. I think that's Kelly on the face-off dot. It is, yeah. She smartly. Oh, that was Gwen. Gosh, they look the same. Nice face-off by Gwen. Comes to the red line, shoveled forward by Team Colorado. And they're banging at it. This is Hussey and Clark on D. It's just sitting in the neutral zone. Now it's left off and it's picked up here by Marcella. Oh, is looking for Sherman, just a little far ahead from her. Now it's back for Marcella. She tries to throw it through the crease and comes all the way to the line. Kept in by Hussey. She's going to throw it towards the net. That's blocked. And now it's out. It picked up by Caton, though, and I was going to say that probably would be offside based off how fast that went back in. So we'll, looks like we'll get a new crew out here. A lot of whistles in this game so far. We're losing the live barn again. This looks like Jakuba, Kelly, and Aker with Caton staying out there. Faceoff is picked up by Windy City. They go D to D. Intercepted in the neutral zone. Now it's off the boards and in. Wow, plays it. Boy, that's dangerous. That could have gone off a niche. He's got to be careful when there's a player coming in that hot. TC chips it inside. Aker tries to chip it around. Player from Windy City steps forward with it. Now it finally comes out. Jakuba hunting it down. Comes out of the zone. Chopped in. And Aker drives it in, but right back out by the Storm. Caton changes directions right back out, looking for help at center line. I think that was Jakuba. Nope, this is now, that could have been Kelly. I think that is Kelly with it. Kelly, shot. Oh, there's a blocker save there. And that was actually Caton who made that. Everybody looks the same with those ponytails. Caton, been out there all a long time, looking for the winger. Nice little play there. I think that's going to Jakuba. She was going towards the net. Feet are getting heavy. This line's been out there a long time. Now Nadello challenges, but the Windy City player has a head of steam through the neutral zone. Ponytail flying, takes it to the outside, beats the D, tripped. Puck and player go into the crease. I don't know if there's going to be a call there, though. But Sidwa stood her ground. I don't see an arm up. So we'll just have a face-off to the right. And I'm not sure there's a discussion going on here. It is Emma Nadello with Chan and St. John Poopin. And Nadello has it sitting there. She kicks at it to her line mate, and that worked. Goes around behind the net, though. Baker sends it through. It's St. John Poopin fighting for it with support from Nadello. Comes off of a couple of sticks. It's still bouncing around. At the blue line, backhanded in by Windy City. That's on net. That was deflected by a TC defender. Looks like we're about, maybe that's 10-16 left. The clock is still running. That's a little strange. Maybe that clock, I don't think that clock has anything to do with the actual game clock. I have no idea what that clock is. The game clock is showing 7:34 in the second period. 1-1 face-off is won by Windy City, and they're driving the net. Good defensive play. They still have it, though, and that one's blocked. And that's a slapper that is wide. So a bundle of shots here by them. They have it behind the net. It's on the corner. That's Leah Baker trying to bang at it. She keeps it to the corner. It comes up high. It's in the feet of, I think, Chan. Now we've lost our live burn feed. St. John Poopin goes low. Got to get this out of the zone no matter what. And I think it's chipped out by Nadello, and she's going to stay with it. But might have been Chan. But it's on Nadello's stick now, or Chan's, one of the 14 or 419. They dump it into the corner, go for a change. St. John Poopin gets knocked over for her troubles. And it's kept into the line by Ava Clark. Gwen Ashak with it in the slot. He gets it swatted away from her. Right back in. As Marciello's twirling down low, it comes to Sherman's stick. Sherman goes up high. Defender has it. Could be Baylog. It was blocked away. Comes to the point again. I think it is Baylog, and just goes down low for it, looking for that in front. There was an opportunity. Sherman was looking for Ashak. Now Clark sends it across, looking back door. And there's a shot goes through everyone, blocked down. Clark pinching, has the puck on her stick, gets it taken away, and here comes Windy City. Guarding was Gwen Ashak, but player went through everybody, sends it wide. It's at the side of the net, I think, and we'll get a whistle. Everyone gathering around the goalie there. Was there a goal scored here or something? I don't understand what's going on. The ref is down low. I don't think there's a goal. Maybe somebody's injured or there's a problem with the net. I don't know what's going on, folks, but there's a crowd in front of the goal. But we'll just have a face-off.
There was some pushing and shoving for sure.
A little bit of pushing and shoving? Okay, well, someone is heading off. I think those are the wingers. Could be Sherman and Marcella heading off. That looks like Lena's approach to the circle. And it is, yeah, down low. And Windy City has it, throws it wide. Comes right in front, though. Needs to be cleared. This is Jakuba probably spinning with it. Jakuba got a head of steam for Aker. Aker dusts it off, drives it towards the net, swept away by the goalie. One-timer as Caton sent it across for Baylog. That was way wide. Still in the zone, though. Windy City has it. Checked by Kelly. And now they dump it out. And that's through everybody. Oh, they're saying it should be an icing, actually. That was their own player trying to tip it. And it was nowhere near the red line, but no call. It's on the far side. I think that's Kelly helping out on the left wing. Jakuba's cherry-picking high. Now Aker with it. Aker chips it around. Jakuba trying to get to it, but good play by the Windy City defender to put a stick on it. However, Aker fights through it, using her strength, taken away. That is Caton who cut it off. Coming in help is Nadello, but it's kept in by Windy City. Nadello has to chase it down. There's a shot. Oh boy, that was through traffic. It just missed. It's behind the net now. They do it again, wide open in front. Holy cow, we got to cover those people. Two shots, both missed. I'll try to mark that. And now it's thrown out of the zone. Picked up by Windy City, but they have it, dump it deep. Baylog goes in behind her own net, trying to pick it up. Baylog up boards, chipped up, not out by St. John Pupin. Nadella retreats to her own zone. Fancy footwork, but going the wrong direction. Now it comes up to Baylog, who's up on wing essentially, and she lost the handle. It's in our zone. Actually, I don't know where it is. Live Bar's lost it. Now we shovel it in deep, and St. John Pupin going in after it. Nice passing there. The Windy City have a nice breakout. And Caton goes in back to dig it out behind her own net. Goes off a player's stick. Coming in to help is Ashek to Marciello. Marciello flicks it to herself in the corner confidently, and now behind the net. She goes to the winger to Sherman. Sherman leaves it off. Nice rush here. Looks like that's Gwen Ashak. Ooh, there's a low shot to the far post. It was kicked away. Kept back in by Marciello, and Gwen is after it. It's behind the net. Windy City has it. They dump it forward. That is Leah Baker. She throws it into the far corner. And it goes all the way out. 2.5 left to go here in the second. Still 1-1 game. Pass through the middle. It's deflected away by, not sure who that was. That's Ashak now jamming at it. Here comes Windy City. Good poke check there by 144 Baker, but now the player goes right around the D, but Riedlinger pokes it away last second. Good play. That player had some speed. Speaking of speed, here comes the rush. Right up the middle. Hard pass by Riedlinger onto the tape of Baker. Leaves it off for Riedlinger. Looking for a pass. Bounces around. There's a shot. It's bouncing around, and Riedlinger threw that on net. That almost worked. Shots are now 17-13 for Team Colorado in a 1-1 tie. Approaching the end of the second period. Maybe that side of the clock is right, 144. This is Kelly with Jakuba. And Aker, Aurora Hussey's line. Their face-off is sitting on the dot, and Windy City player, strong play, takes it out, but it's kept in at the line by Jakuba. She throws it towards the net. That was a miss. Goalie played it. And it's on the far boards. Good play there by Kelly to keep it in. It's still on the far board. Heavy sticks all around, and they win that battle, but now it's finally turned around. Big pinch there by Hussey. She's got to get on her horse. It's almost a 2-on-0. And there's a weak shot that missed by that player. Goes all the way around. An opportunity here in center ice. Jakuba and Kelly are banging away at it. D to D, Hussey. Hussey spins off some of that, off the glass to herself, falls down. Doesn't get a call, but it does get it to Jakuba. Jakuba has it on her stick, throws it towards the net, but ended up on the defender's stick, and now they take it out. A little push there by Caton, and another one by Aurora as our girls use the shoulders. Hopefully not Aurora's bad shoulder. Caton gets the puck taken away, stays with it. Oh, there was a shot, and Sid Waugh had to be sharp there. Stay with that puck. Nadello now. I think that's Nadello. Someone's got a head of speed. Looking a lot of speed as they come up the ice. Nice little rush here by TC. Right to the net, and it's on net, and it's on the post. It was sitting there. It's still loose. Beautiful end-to-end rush by Nadello. Got that right to the net. I think that's Chan, chips it to herself, but goes on the Windy City stick, and they send it all the way down. This should be an icing, but no, it's going to hit in the corner and not go over the line. Swept up along the boards, and that will do it for the second period. So 1-1 tie heading into the third. I assume we are going to get a scrape or a flood, as we say in Canada. A zam, as they say in Minnesota. Yeah, the girls are heading to the benches. So we'll stick it on mute for 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, exam's done. Just waiting for some refs. We'll get things kicked off shortly. Going into the third period. All right, got some refs. We're gonna get things going. Don't have Team Colorado yet. All right, well, someone better knock on the door. Team Colorado is AWOL. Gonna get ready to start the third. Here they come. It'll be a very quick warm-up. We'll get right into it in this 1-1 tie. As I said, the previous match, Colorado won 5-2. Hopefully we can get some of that magic. It's gonna be a late night for the girls. They're gonna be getting off the ice out of there at 10 o'clock. I think it's the biggest gap between games we've had, and pretty much the same schedule tomorrow, 9 a.m. Mountain and 6:30 Mountain for the two games. So rinse and repeat. Oh, we need some magic. Nice little rush there in the end of the third period by Nadella. Looked great. Let's get some more of that going. A couple more passes through the crease. Maybe get that tip to finally work. We've had a couple tips by Aker. Kiki Chan had one that just missed. So getting through the seam passes. Let's see if we make one happen. We don't have any music to this rink. I think that's the problem with the 19 level. All the parents have given up. They're not traveling anymore. So you don't have anybody to play music. I don't think Chicago's that far from St. Louis. They probably drove. Probably drove themselves. Okay, some spinning around by the players. I'm not sure who that was. Someone's doing a pirouette. It's probably Aker. Single digit. I think it's Aker. And Sangjan Pupin. The two of them were doing some sort of fancy pre-game or pre-period handshake that involves spinning around. The just little known fun fact, Lindsay Aker is the top pantser on the team. You'll have to ask the girls what a pantser is, but she's devious, that Lindsay Aker, not just around the net. Gotta watch your pants. Looks like Lena Kelly's out there taking a face off. That means it's gonna be Jakuba and the lead pantser, Aker number 9. Brooke Baylog's out there. Looks like Caden, and they win it back to both Caden and Baylog. Comes to Aker. She tries to get it around. Coming in like a rocket is Kelly. She's looking for the jam pass and comes off her stick or gets deflected away, but kept in Caden. There's a tip, and there's, a backhand opportunity was missed as both Jakuba and Kelly got shots on that. Not shots, but attempts at it. So good start here in the third period. It's down low. Kelly in to help the D who's fallen, but it comes to the point. I'm not sure where the winger was to cover that, but a high shot goes past everybody. Still kept in here. Now it's picked up by Caton, who sends it through. Jakuba knocked it down. It goes all the way down, no icing. And they throw it all the way back down, and this will be icing the other way. So if that clock is right, we have exactly 15 minutes left here in the third period in a 1-1 tie. Windy City Storm versus Team Colorado 19s. This is Gwen Ashak with Marciello and Sherman. Sherman's in front of the net. Marciello, far side. And she picked it up for Gwen. Has it against the boards. It's Baker, 44. D's got her back to us. It'd be Riedlinger, 45 on the other point. And it does come out towards, ooh, that looked like a bit of a hook there. Gwen's got to be careful. She comes up with a puck, though, chips it around, chases it down as it heads towards the net, but picked up by the Storm, and they send it hard out off the boards. Baker tried to pick it off, goes around her, it's all the way down. Riedlinger in the corner now. Riedlinger banging away. Both D are in there. And coming in to help is Ashak. Across over to Marciello. She's got Sherman coming in the left-hand side. Marciello, oh, she goes for the shot and she scores! What a shot by Marciello. Short side. Must have roofed it off the high part there. Nice little work by Gwen to get that out. I think that might have been Riedlinger in the corner who dug it out originally. Then Gwen got it across. Marciello marched up the right-hand side and put it in the net. And just like that, we got ourselves a 2-1 lead. And we're back in business here. I don't know how that puck went in, but Marciello found the corner. This is Nadello with Chan's got her back to us. Comes to Chan. Chan has it. She goes for the dump in to Chase. Looks like it's going to be far side, chased down by St. John Pupin. It's up against the board, strong pinch there by the TCD, and Nadello's down low battling for it. Nadello making friends, and there's a call, and I think it's going to be on the Windy City for interference, pulling down the hardworking Emma Nadello, pride of Portland. And it is. Great job to draw the penalty. That's a power play opportunity for TC, rewarding some good hard work down low. We're going to remind all of our Portland viewers that it was, again, 70 degrees and sunny here in Colorado, just pointing that out. Power play is going to go left side. That'll be Lena's face-off as a left-hander. Easy win, straight across. Oh, my goodness. I think, oh, Anna Caton could have shot that right off the drop. Instead, she's chasing back. She's got some heat. Now it peels off. She's got some time. They're going to look for the long stretch. You can see Kelly is actually being followed by the live barn camera. That's a set play to get the D back and clear the neutral zone for the out. But I don't know. We're still having it behind our own net for some reason. That was a good look at how it's supposed to work. Kelly giving up on that. And, oh, she lost the handle as she came low. Sends it high, looking for Marciello. Finds the stick. Marciello eases into the zone. Kelly's driving towards the net. Cross ice pass there. I'm not sure who that is. It is Sherman. Sherman dangling on the side. Leaves it for Caton. Caton, high slot shot, blocked. Comes down low. That is Marciello with it. Marciello down to Kelly. Kelly behind the net. Kelly looking for a jam. She finds a player in front and scores! Kelly to Aker. Beautiful power play set up there as Marciello got it down low to the low position with Kelly. Kelly danced around behind the net and found the stick, tape to tape of Lindsay Aker, the Panther. And we've got ourselves a power play goal and a 3-1 lead as we get about a third of the way through the third period. It's going to bring back Nadello, Chan, and St. John Pupin. And Chan has it. She came in support, tried to leave it off there for D, but I think it got hit off her stick. So it's down low. Nadello trying to shovel it forward. Get some help there from the D, sends it across. D sends it forward. Chan, nice pickup for the backhand to forehand. She's staying with it. Now it's finally poked out. Kept back in by 23, Caton. Anna Caton. See, I got that right sometimes. Squirts to the neutral zone, hot off the bench. I think that was Clark. And that squirts free. Here's Nadello with the head of steam. Whoa, turns. Just about lost a... Whoa, she's lost the puck now. Luckily, squirts out of the zone, and I think that could be Chan with it. It is Chan up the right-hand side. Sends it behind the net. Could be Riedlinger, on the forecheck. I think it is, as Gwen is covering for 11 on D right now. The puck is still in the zone, in the defensive zone. Windy City gives it up, though. Intercepted. Shot. Oh, it was just wide. That was Kiki Chan right down Broadway. Picked up that errant pass, and I think that was on net or post. It was hard to tell, but wow, she had a lot of room. Marciello sends it forward on the backhand for Gwen. She's bumped at the blue line, goes all the way down, and it's icing. So Kiki Chan, kind of a point-blank opportunity. I'm going to have to watch that later, what happened. It kind of looked like it hit the post. I didn't hear anything. We do get some audio here. We're going to keep that. Actually, no, it's Gwen and Sherman and Marciello. And it is won by Windy City. They have it in the corner, though. And now they chip it around. Kept in by Riedlinger, 45. Baker's out there, too, and she has the puck now. Baker at the red line. Content to dump it deep. It looks like about 11 minutes left here in the third. I think we're playing 17-minute periods. Far side, Baker comes to the middle of the ice and backhands it towards Windy City end. They have it on their stick. The player falls. There's going to be an opportunity here for Sherman to dig it out. She does. Chips it forward, looking for Marciello. Somehow came up with it. It's got quite about a heavy pressure. Ashak comes in to port, flicks it around. Big pinch there by Leah Baker, cuts it off, and Marciello now has it, throws it to the high slot, and it's picked up by Windy City defender. Takes it up. Pointing to, that's way offside. Whoa, I guess they're not calling that. That looked like offside. And it's down in the corner. It's sent across in front, but chipped away. Marciello leans on it. Got the close change here. That is Aker. I can see number 9 with it. It goes to Aurora 77 behind the net. 77, Hussey to the winger. I think it's still Marciello somehow out there. Now it comes to Aker. Kelly's driving the middle. Aker looks for it. Aker pushed off the puck. Good defensive play, and they get it out. Hussey picks it up at the red line, backhands it, looking to backhand it to herself. It's intercepted. This is the strong player for Windy City, drives the net, and Sid Waugh makes the play. As Kelly and Riedlinger both were trying to stop that rush. Kelly's staying out. Actually, that was Kelly and Aker who were trying to do that. Jakuba's still out there, waiting for a set of D from TC. Now here they come. Looks like Baylog. Lena wins it to the boards, but or Windy City has it. They go D to D. Jakuba trying to get her stick on it, but it floats by. Top of the blue line. Good check there by Aker, who came out, got a stick on it. Goes all the way around. Caton has to go to the corner 23 to try to dig at it. She does. Kelly in to help. Kelly gets the puck taken away from her. Now Caton battling for it. Goes right in the slot and chipped away. Nice play by Brooke Baylog to clear that. It's back behind the net. Caton has to go in after it. Now Jakuba goes to the wall and challenges. To the point. It's on net, steered away by Sid Waugh. Caton deflects that away from coming into the slot. Now it comes out. Looks like Baylog, defender, leading the charge. Long shot again. That is a nice little snappy snap. On net, goalie had to make a save. Comes the middle, good gap control there by Riedlinger. Just took it away. Goes back in briefly, thrown right back out. Baylog. Baylog has to be careful. She's got some heat. Nice little chip play there by Kiki Chan to Nadello is going to lead the rush into the corner, still with it. Nadello changes directions. She's got Kiki Chan in front. Goes to the point to Leah Baker, tries to shovel it backhand in and does. Comes off of Kiki's stick to Nadello for a shot. Live Barn's failing us. That was a good shot again by this line. Having some ozone time here. Looks like about 12 minutes left. Nice pass across here to St. John Poopin. Flicks it to herself. Loads, shoots. Goalie has some trouble with it. Good save, but St. John Poopin's got a lot of zip on her shot. And it's still bouncing the high slot. There's a turnaround shot, kind of fell off of Rose's stick. Still made it to the net. And they're keeping it in here. Gwen Ashak now on. Stepping forward is Baker with a shot from the point, got through. So a lot of ozone time now. Baker's pinching again. This time it's around her and out. This should be an icing, and it is. So wow, shots are now 26-16 and a 3-1 lead for Team Colorado 19s in the third period against the Windy City Storm. And that beam is exactly cutting off the clock. I think that says maybe 7:22 left in the third. Hard to tell. And then there's another random clock that has 30 minutes on it for some reason. This is going to be Gwen Ashak with Marciello and Sherman. And Gwen wins it to herself off the boards, but it is picked up by Windy City. They dump it all the way down. No icing. They play it around. It's Sherman trying to come into port for Aurora 77. Hussey to Sherman. Sherman looking for that cross ice pass. It was behind Marciello. That's a bit of a set play with these guys. Picked up by TC. One of the D is taking the rush. It was Ava Clark, just lost the handle, dropped it off, kept in at the blue line briefly by Hussey, and then Rose leaning forward, tries to keep it in, but here comes Windy City. Hussey pushes it to the boards. Gwen Ashak helping on the defensive side, gets into the corner and digs for it. Hussey throws it forward, and Johnny on the spot, defender, I think that's Ava Clark who was standing there. Good job to throw that right on net. What a shot by Clarkey. Bounce shot from her own end, right on net, and that'll get an offensive zone faceoff. Now it looks like there's 12 minutes. I can't tell. Maybe it's 6. I don't know how much time is left. It's got to be about halfway through the period at least.
Yeah, I think it's 6.
Okay, that is Lena Kelly with Jakuba and Aker. And the faceoff is sitting on the dot as both players jam at it. Windy City came up with it, but they swarm it. It's still in the zone. I think that's Kelly digging it out. She does briefly, and then it goes all the way down. Aker goes in to challenge the player behind the net. They send it hard to the line. Caton throws it back in. Pinch here from Brooke Baylog. Aker to Kelly. Kelly chips it to herself around the player, but a little too far, and it's picked up by the defender, but Caton throws it right back in. Good shift here. A lot of nothing offensive, but good killing of the clock. Still kept in. I think that is Aker. Jakuba is in front, hoping someone can get her the puck. That's down, and that'll be an icing. So full shift down low. That's what you want in the third period. Protect this 3-1 lead. Let's see who's coming out here. That's Chan on the left wing, Nadello. Chan's going to go in front of the net with St. John Poopin. And that's Baker and Riedlinger. Puck is picked up by Windy City. They go around with it. And here comes the rush. Good job by this line to slow down that player. That number 9 from Windy City likes to rush it all the way around. They just cut it off right where it started at the dots. Right behind the net, St. John Poopin going, oh man, she's going to get a penalty for that. She just knocked her down. Holy moly, that'll be another power play here for Windy City as St. John Poopin just took her out. I don't know if she realized how far that player was away from the bench or from the boards. That was a little scary looking. She is known as a heavyweight boxer, the St. John Poopin. 89 pounds of spit and vinegar. So we will have a PK here near the end of the game. This will make it a little more interesting. So 2-goal lead. Very dangerous. That is, I think that is Marciello taking that. It is not Lena, as far as I can tell. I think that is someone else. That's Marciello. It is Windy City with it. And they keep it to the outside, throw it towards that. Good block there. Nice challenge by, I think that's Ava Clark, but it's still down low. Both Marciello and Clark are down low. It's behind the net, challenged by Aurora Hussey. She's gonna almost took the puck away. There's a bad angle shot, and Waugh takes it to the side of the net and behind. Good play there by, I think, Marciello to play it to herself off the boards and swat it all the way down. There's a strong forecheck. I think that's Sherman on the forecheck. Marciello got a stick on the puck. And they'll try to gap it up here at the blue line. That player's way offside. One player was putting the leg down, but meantime, there's another player 10 feet in. So this is the second power play opportunity of the game for the Windy City. They did not score in the first one. We are 1 for 3 in our power play. That is Ashak. I think maybe with Kelly. Ashak's taking the draw. And she wins it to the boards, and Baylog's got to it. And then Kelly gives some trouble. And they're going to just eat it on the boards here, right in front of the penalty box. And I think that is, the ref is calling for them to move it. And good job by Baylog to say, forget it, I'll just sit on it. Now it goes deep. Kelly's in to help. Kelly, again, eating it. Maybe it was Kelly and Baylog. Those two are just eating the puck, but it's on the side of the net now. Waugh has to stay to it. And she does, with the scrum in front. No idea how much time is left on the PK. Guessing about half. Oh, I just got a note from the Sang John Pupin crack research team. Apparently Filipinos, and I know they are known to be good boxers. So, you know, it is 89 pounds of spit and vinegar. Here's a shot and a flash of the leather again. Sid Waugh putting on a show. And I think we'll do that face-off again. And it is Gwen on this side. Ashak on the draw. Wins it to the corner, or to the side. Baylog has it, gets pushed off the puck. She'll be content to eat it and kill time off the clock. It's counting down here on this power play for Windy City. They come off the corner with it, though. It's kept to the outside. D pinches in. Baylog has it. She's going to, again, try to just keep it on her stick and eat it on the boards. Didn't see an easy out. That is, I think, Gwen helping out. Kelly is out in front with Caton in case it squirts free, and it does. Now it's picked off there. And coming down the head of steam. Sang John Pupin checked away, though. She was moving. Kelly flips it around the player, but still in her skates. Now she drives it out of the zone. Windy City cut off again. Sang John Pupin. No, this is A. Caton. Same size. Shot, block. Windy City through the middle. It's a 2-on-2. Players gained the line, and another flash of the leather. That is about the 10th glove save. Shots are 27-20 in favor of TC. A lot of whistles in this game. TC's looking for a player. They only have 4 out there, and there are 6 out there, so they've pulled the goalie. There's 6 players out for the Windy City. Hopefully the coaches are yelling that to all the players that TC send somebody else. Here comes another TC player. Gwen Ashak's on the dot, and goes to the side. There's a shot and a tip. Sid has it. Does she have it? I don't know. It's a scrum on the side. They're digging away at it. We got to clear those guys. Gwen gave a little shot at the end. That is a huge save by Sid at the end of that. I'm not sure where it ended up. Probably on the post on the near side here. A lot of players are digging at it. And I think Gwen finally hit somebody down from behind. And none too soon. So there's a timeout now, I think, being called by the Windy City. No idea how much time is left. I'm guessing the last 3 minutes. Maybe the live barn camera will swing over and let us know. 3-1 for TC here. It says 2:23 there. I don't believe that's the actual game clock, because that clock has been different. but maybe it is. So with a 2-goal lead, we've got a bit of breathing room, but it goes away fast if you get scored on. Oh, it's a penalty shot. We played the puck. Oh my goodness, it's a penalty shot. And Sid Waugh makes the save. That's what was going on. One of the TC players must have played the puck with a hand in the crease, and that resulted in a penalty shot opportunity for the Windy City. But Sid Waugh makes the save, and we're still ahead by 2 at the end of the 3rd period. Nita Kelly gives a tap of the stick. Congratulations to her goaltender. She wins it back. TC tries to work it around the outside. That's Baylog. Falls. Kelly helping out down low. She drives it around the outside. Now she tries to change direction. Does. Falls for her efforts. Push forward to Baylog, and they get it out. Long shot down. She was going for the shot. There's still an empty net here available for any of the TC players that want to take a long shot at it. Puck behind the net, called for by the player coming in from the point, and they let her walk right in. I think Akers trying to get to that puck to kill this game off with an empty netter. Shot in front. It picked off. I think that was Kelly. That was Caton. Still bouncing around. That's Kelly now. Caton tries to swipe it out and does. That'll not be enough for icing. Akers got big eyes, hoping to get there first. Player sends it high. Oh, and it just went past Kelly, who was maybe Jakuba was trying to knock it down. And there is I don't know what's going on. Maybe it went out. There could be too many players. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 12. I think there's a too many player penalty happening here. Yeah, the ref is, maybe it's both sides. I don't know what was happening. Yep, it's against them. Too many players. So that's not great for Windy City, but that is really great for Team Colorado, as we think there's less than 2 minutes left. We'll get a look at the clock here with an offensive zone faceoff. 120 something maybe? 128. So power play here for the last bit of the game. Kelly on the dot. And it's sitting on the dot, and it is taken out by Marciello. Back to Caton. Marciello, cross-ice pass for Sherman. Sherman shot, tipped down by Kelly, and nice save by the goalie. It's hard to tell here, but that looked like that changed directions. It was high, and then the goalie had to save low. So this one will be Marciello. She'll take the right-hand side face-offs. And she wins it cleanly. It goes to Kate. She's got lots of room. Oh, lost the handle. Got to be careful here, but nice play by Keaton to stop the rush. It's out of the zone, though. People need to get out and regroup. Now, Aker drives it through to the middle. That's Kelly on her horse. She cuts around the player and stays with it. Now she's going to get hit, and there's going to be another penalty here on Windy City as Kelly making a play to her. I can see 59 seconds. So, and that player's hurt, so apparently shouldn't hit the Kelly bowling ball. Kelly was driving down the boards, and I can't imagine Kelly's getting the penalty here as she was taken out. But the player who hit her is still down, which is not great. And they are calling the penalty now, I think. Is Kelly getting a penalty? Kelly's getting a penalty. Ha! Maybe it was a high stick. She clearly got hit. Yeah, it's a high stick. So much for that. And Kelly picking up some penalty points. Hey, if you're on the score sheet one way or another, that means that you've made an indelible mark on the universe. You were there. So penalties count. But that does even it up here at the end of the game. This is a slow game, folks. Everybody wants to go to bed, including your trusty broadcaster here. We've got 19 folks, though, so they're fading fast here in the Kelly broadcasting booth, that's for sure. We need more Coronas. Why is this taking so long? My goodness, these refs just get it going, folks. Okay, so we're going to be 4-on-4 technically, but they've pulled their goalie again. Marciello, I think, is going to be on the dot here. So it's 5 skaters to 4 skaters and a goalie with about a minute left. And now that clock is running up there. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on with that clock. I think there's about 59 seconds left. What the heck? Drop the puck, boys. Okay, face off one to the corner by Marciello. Sherman gets there, and they bang away at it. Still to the outside, now behind the net. Waugh lost her footing. Picked up by TC, goes down, is going towards the line. Not enough for icing. That's a nice clear. I'm not sure who did it. I think it could have been Sherman. Could have been Baylog. Might have been Baylog. Both are 24 and 27. Opportunity here, and there it is. A missed play at the end, and a Johnny on the spot pickup. I think that's Sherman maybe got that goal. I think it's Sherman. She just picked off the pass and put it in the empty net. Yeah, beautiful play. Finley, as we say, Johnny on the spot. Shorthanded goal. Like to see those technically. Well, I don't know if that was actually a shorthanded goal. I'm going to have to check the rule book on that one, folks. I'm not sure. Face-off is dropped there. TC comes up with it. It's all the way down behind the net. There's 15 seconds left, so 4-1 here for TC over the Windy City Storm. Kind of a disjointed game, but girls played right through the third period and picked up a goal at the end. There's one last shot, and whoever took that's going to get a push in the back for her trouble. Is that Marciello making friends? Or Aker? Somebody took that shot right at the... That's Marciello. And that was clearly, the buzzer clearly gone. She took the shot anyway. That's a good way to get punched in the head at the end of the game. I'm going to let this roll a little longer for some people who are behind time. This thing tends to flip to private mode. As soon as I shut it off, I have to go on in the studio and flip it back. So I'll just let this run. So we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain for the next game. You see the girls shaking hands. So good effort. Beat this team twice now, 5-2 and now 4-1. I'll do some stats for you. That Aker ended up with 2 goals. Marciello with 1. Sherman with 1. Face-offs, Marciello was 3 wins, 1 loss. Kelly was 55%, 11 and 9. Ashak 7 and 8. Nadella was 7 and 5. And save percentage, 955 save percentage, 95.5% for you non-hockey folks. Sydney Waugh throwing up a 1-goal performance. And she made a lot of saves there. There was shots ended up being 29-22 in favor of Team Colorado. And 4-1. And there's a little end of game community. I don't know if it's a prayer or what, but anyway, I will turn it off now, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.